Welcome back guys, and today we're diving into something special. Top 10 games for low-end PC that are still worth playing in 2025. Trust me, I know the struggle of running games on potato PC, but don't you worry, I'm gonna give you titles that are optimized, fun, and still absolute bangers even today. I'll share my personal experience with each one, and let's not make this any longer, starting with number 1. First one up is Battlefield 4, a first-person shooter focused on modern warfare, not Call of Duty, and large-scale battles. My opinion is I already played this game on my PC knowing it might crash or not work, but I was surprised that it is very optimized. Both PC and laptop handle it well. I also have an Intel i3, so there's no way that it will not work for you. Especially that I don't even have a graphics card. Just lower some video graphics or switch to performance mode or your preferred choice and you'll get smooth FPS. And to be honest, these games, especially with the Battlefield series of games, it is so freaking cool, especially the physics in it. But should I say that it is better with Call of Duty? Well, it depends on the player, not the game. Next one is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, an open-world action-adventure where you play as a pirate turned assassin. If you know Assassin's Creed, you will definitely love this one. It's about a pirate who becomes an assassin, with awesome missions and sea shanties that will literally make you sail for hours. Playing a game and you're the one who's controlling the ship and trying to sail with your homies and they're singing different sea shanties, that is a peak gaming right there. The game adds new mechanics and has an amazing open world. It's optimized too. Just tweak the settings, lower the resolution, or turn off unnecessary graphics, and it will work just fine.
Much money and not enough years.
Speaking of stories, Prince,
Prototype 2, an open-world action game where you unleash superhuman powers against enemies. Man, if you love these games where you are the boss and just want to do anything but still need to be careful of people trying to hurt you with the same level of power, maybe this is for you. Made by Activision, I was surprised that it was made by them, the Call of Duty guys. People are still wanting part 3 or a remake. This game really worked for me despite not having graphics card with full resolution. And yes, you could do whatever you want, and the story also connects to the first game, which is Prototype 1, and different main characters and different villains of each game. If you wanted to follow the story, then I would suggest to play Prototype 1 before Prototype 2. And the graphics that is needed for Prototype 1 would be much lesser than this game. Number 4 is Outlast, a survival horror game set in a terrifying asylum with no combat options. If you want horror games that will not disappoint you, try this one. It will make you feel like you're really running for your life in an insane asylum. You're just a journalist and there's no way of fighting back. These sickos just wanted to rip the heck out of you. And that being said, you gotta run and find a place to hide and maybe unveil the secrets of the asylum. That said, the game works perfectly fine with no issues for me. Just turn off motion blur or some unnecessary settings too, and this is definitely worth checking out. And this game really changed the reach of horror game. Number 5 is Resident Evil 2 Remake, a survival horror remake blending action, puzzles, and tense atmosphere. This game in particular, you think it doesn't work on my potato PC, but hear me out. I took the chance and really enjoyed it despite having no graphics card or even lower VRAM. I just run it with pure Intel or Ryzen and lower the resolution and tweak some settings and you're good to go. Sometimes it crashed, but rebooting usually saving my progress, but some maybe didn't, but I still finished the game and man, it was super awesome. And for gameplay and FPS smoothness, I would say it is in the middle. Sometimes I got lower FPS and I'm only outside of the map since it's rendering mostly everything outside. And I would say Resident Evil 2 is playable for me, but I would suggest add some more RAM and it will definitely help and boost some FPS. Alright, Sleeping Dogs, an open world action adventure with martial arts combat set in Hong Kong. Man, this game is underrated like super. It's basically like GTA but coded with Yakuza style fighting mechanics. It feels more interactive, especially the combat, and the world really makes you feel like you're in Hong Kong. And look at this, like vendors that we typically see in such Asian countries, right? Game-wise, it works good. Just lower your settings and turn off some bullcrap like chromatic aberration or motion blur or whatever. Tweak it, put your preferred settings, and it will work fine.
Yep. Fucking dog eyes.
You gonna tell Winston?
No. You?
Shit. Need anything? Just come ask. No, this is gonna piss Dog Eyes off. At some point, Winston and Dog Eyes is gonna clash, man. It's going to be epic. Winston versus Dog Eyes. Just like the movies, man.
Next up, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, a hack and slash action game where you play as Raiden slicing through enemies. This game is unique and hilarious. You play as Jack, a cybernetically enhanced soldier, and man, firing bullets and slicing literally anything feels insane, like smooth as butter. The story mixes comedy and action, and one fight that stuck with me was against the mayor. And it feels like you're inside an anime or a free movie that you can control. It will give you a bunch of cutscenes which feel like you're watching an animated series, like 34 minutes cutscene or something like that. And for our graphics, it didn't give me any problems on my PC, just lowered some graphics and it ran fine. Next right up is GTA 5, an open world action adventure where you control 3 different protagonists in Los Santos. Do I even need to say anything about Rockstar game? It's optimized. Maybe not all the games that they've made runs well on low end PCs, but just lower the settings to around 1600 by 900 and medium on some graphics options, and it runs fine. The game is absolute fun, especially with friends in co-op. Yes, co-op is available, but you need to download some extra stuff. The story is amazing, you play 3 different characters, and many of the memes you've seen across platforms come straight from here. Even in 2025, it's still a fun game and a banger. For second to the last, which is Dead Space, a sci-fi survival horror shooter set abroad a haunted space. This game is an OG from back in the days, yet it still holds up with its ambient and disturbing apocalypse-style alien horror. Creatures take host and try to kill you, some even disfigured bodies. One thing I really like this is the device that grants you telekinesis abilities, and the sound design of this game is freaking awesome, plus your gun and armor are upgradable. It also has sequels if you want more story and lore, and I don't know how many Dead Space are there. There's also a remake of this. You could also play that when if you have a high-end PC or maybe mid. Now for number 10, our last would be Alien Isolation, a survival horror game where an alien and AI hunts you in deep space. This game is surprisingly optimized, I'm telling you guys. It's also ahead of its time. And if you're into alien movies, then this is very much for you. Its AI was ahead of its time, really knowing the last place we hid, especially that stupid alien. And like, take a look at this, especially with the heavy big stats. And basically the story is same as the movies, but this is a little different because you're stuck in deep space with this dang alien. But don't you worry, you will have to find weapons and defend yourselves and navigate through your station. I really love this game for its jump scares and sound design. It's terrifying but worth every moment. And that would be all for top 10 games for low-end PCs that are still worth playing in this year. Each of these titles proves you don't need a high-end rig to enjoy amazing gameplay, stories, and experiences. Well, I already shared my personal takes, but I'd love to hear yours. So, drop your favorite low-end PC games in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you don't miss the next video. Until then, we meet for another video.